Welcome to podcast for Quieting the Mind. In a few seconds, you're going to hear a bell. I ask you to stop wherever you are, standing or sitting, and simply wait for the bell to ring at the end of 2 minutes, marking a transition between your other life and the quiet mind. So between bells, maintain no eye contact. In case you want a measure of time, 1 minute has gone. Sit quietly, and you can close your eyes or let your eyelids look down until you package where you are in this 2 minute space. So the first stage in learning to sit and learning to meditate is learning to give yourself a chance for transitions. Of course, it's easier early in the morning. Your mind is clear. There's no clutter, and it's a lot easier to be still. I'm going to ask you this week to meditate, sit, or observe 2 minutes, whatever you want to call it, during as many transitions during your day as possible. You may do this before meals, before getting up in the morning, before getting to bed at night, before falling asleep, before yelling at your boss, whatever you feel that a reminder, just sit quietly. Find some kind of a timer. There are lots of good apps. And set yourself a 2 minute transition where you won't be bothered and you won't bother yourself. So now let's get comfortable and mark one more transition before we come to the end. So I'm going to mark another 2 minutes. This time I'm going to let them go to the ending bell. And when you're ready, no eye contact. Go ahead and think if you want to, but think about the thinking rather than the thoughts, if that's a possibility. Now, quietly mark the transition to your next chore, your next assignment, or perhaps to a time when you can make a journal, how that went. Did that seem long? And what are the tools that you're going to need before your second session of meditation? You may prefer to sit in a chair. You may prefer to be lying down, although I don't recommend that one. You might want to pile up blankets or bolsters and sit on them like you're riding a horse, which is often more comfortable for people who have tight hamstrings or in some other way are not relaxed in the body right off the get-go. Once you're comfortable, be easy on yourself, but maintain the discipline. If you're going to sit for 2 minutes, sit for 2 minutes. Don't let yourself up. Find a way to make a timer, and be very sure that your back is straight so that your chest is open so that you're really able to breathe. Remember that your head is heavy, and if your head falls forward and your back gets round, you're going to slump and it's going to get tiresome. So if something has hurt during the last 8.5 minutes that we've been practicing today, make a note of that. You might need to lean on the wall, you may need to sit in a chair, and more than likely you need to do a little bit of yoga poses just to relax the body so that the mind can be quiet. Okay, see you soon for part 2.